But with the current anniversary banners just around the corner, obviously we got to do a should you summon. So we're gonna start with the rerun, right? Normally I do this a couple days closer, right? I know, I mean, it's really just a couple days, 5 days, 22 hours from recording this, not too long, right? But they're doing a I believe what Pure Fiction is the one resetting this time. Pure Fiction reset in like 3 days, so it's pretty much do them now and then Pure Fiction, then bam, they're out, right? Which is a W. Helps you guys get some more jades. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see the teams and how I cleared it and all that good stuff, right? I didn't post a how I cleared the last reset because I accidentally deleted it when I was cleaning out my PC, so it is what it is, right? But let's go over should you summon for Dr. Ratio, and then at the very end I'll give my opinions on light cones and whatnot, and then we'll go from there. So Dr. Ratio is a 5-star imaginary hunt character. He actually released right before 2.0, and he was actually a free character. So this is the first time he's ever reran, which is crazy because I'm not gonna lie to you, he reran a bit late. It's been quite the amount of time since he came out. I guess it's because since they came out for free, they were worried if they reran him too early, maybe people wouldn't summon because they already had him. I feel like a good chunk of players actually don't have him anymore because they started after, or they came back to the game and they just didn't pick it up, right? Whatever it may be, you don't have ratio, or maybe you want dupes in him, right? Let's just go over his kit, right? So his basic attack is the standard 100% attack, yada yada. You've all heard it before. His skill deals magic damage equal to 150 of his attack to a single target enemy. Now we'll come back to that skill because we know we're looking at it. It looks a little basic. There's a reason for that, right? His ultimate deals imaginary damage equal to 240% of his attack to a single target enemy and applies Wise Man's Folly. When Dr. Ratio's teammates attack a target affected with Wise Man's Folly, Dr. Ratio launches one instance of his talent's follow-up attack against a target. Wise Man's Folly can be triggered up to 2 times, can only affect the most recent target of his ultimate. The trigger count resets after your ultimate is used. The talent, when using his skill, Dr. Ratio has a 40% fixed chance of launching a follow-up attack against his target for 1 time, dealing imaginary damage equal to 270% of Dr. Ratio's attack. For each debuff the target enemy has, the fixed chance of launching a follow-up attack increases by 20%. If the target enemy is defeated before a follow-up attack triggers, follow-up attack will be directed at a single random enemy instead. So pretty much all of Ratio's damage hinges on his follow-up attack. If you use a skill, you get a follow-up attack. If you use an ult and then attack with other characters, he gets a follow-up attack as well. Right? His technique, after using technique, creates a special dimension that taunts nearby enemies for 10 seconds. After entering battle with enemies in this special dimension, there's a 100% base chance to reduce each single enemy target speed for 15% for 2 turns. This helps you with a debuff for your skill, right? Then his bonus abilities are when dealing damage to a target that has 3 or more debuffs. For each debuff the target enemy has, damage dealt by Dr. Ratio increases up to 10% for a maximum of 50%, right? Then, when skill is used to attack enemy target, there's a 100% base chance to reduce the attack enemy's target's effect res by 10% for 2 turns. Then, when Ratio uses skill for every debuff on the target, his crit rate increases by 2.5% and the crit damage by 5%. This affects attack up to 6 times, right? So he gives himself crit rate and crit damage, which is pretty nice. He also inflicts a debuff himself, so you at least get 1 debuff from the effect res, right? Which in theory also helps you apply debuffs, right? If you don't have enough of effect hit rate or the enemies have a lot of effect res, right? You can get that, which is pretty nice. The stat bonuses are 28% attack, 12% crit rate, and 12.5% defense, right? Now his Eidolons are, which, you know, the whole spiel, I don't recommend going for Eidolons, but he is an older character, so you're probably going to need them for him to do more damage. Number 1 is maximum stack counts for trace summation, increases by 4 when the battle begins, immediately gain 4 stacks. That means you get a total of 10 stacks, meaning you get 25% crit rate and 50% crit damage. That's pretty damn nice. Then when his talent's follow attack hits a target, for every debuff the target has, deals magic damage equal to 20% of Dr. Ratio's attack. This effect can be triggered a maximum 4 times for each follow-up attack. Then at 4 dupes, when triggering the talent, additionally regenerates 5 energy. And then E6 is additionally increases the trigger count for Wise Man's Folly by 1. The damage dealt by talent's follow attack increases by 50%, right? All of them are pretty good. This one just increases crit rate, crit damage. This one just increases talent follow up damage. This one it makes it where you can get his ult faster, and then this one increases the ult follow-up attack stuff and increases follow-up attack as well. overall, Dr. Ratio is a pretty solid character. He's actually extremely good, like insanely good when he came out. Free to play players were absolutely eating. The game was the most accessible it's ever been at that point. I'm not gonna lie, because you got Ratio right for free, and then you just started steamrolling stuff. Like, it was free as hell, easy as hell. It was it was a good time, right? And he didn't really need his light cone. His light cone is extremely good, right? It gives him all sorts of stats. It gives him crit damage, more crit damage. It gives him ult damage, and it also gives him follow attack defense ignore after you ult, which is so nice. It's actually such a good icon. I like using it on a lot of characters. If you don't have it, you can probably just get by using either Topaz's light cone or the free ship light cone from the Herta store that gives crit rate, right? And with that, you could probably run a crit damage chest piece because he's already giving himself crit rate right here. Plus, you probably have crit rate on some of your rolls, and you're getting crit rate from the light cone. So more than likely, you could probably run a crit damage chest piece. He's also giving himself crit rate, right, which is pretty nice. So you can have a pretty solid build. I think my ratio. Let me go to him in game real quick, right? I'm running imaginary set on him. You probably want to run the debuff set on him just because he goes off of debuffs. Oh, I'm missing one rope. Let me just equip this one. That's pretty solid. Yeah, my ratio is 134 speed, 55.7. Actually, let me just go like this. Boom. This is my ratio, right? 206, 55.7. He's rocking his light cone. This is without the summonation buff, so he actually shoots up a lot higher for crit rate, right? He's pretty solid. I really do like Dr. Ratio. I'll probably do a showcase video on him as well, so you guys can get a good idea. I'm not expecting him to do amazing because he is a pretty old character. Mine also has no dupes, right? But we'll see, right? He still is a very fun character. He definitely has some funny animations, right? But like I said, he is pretty old, right? Like I said, I don't really know why they decided to rerun him so late. It was what? It's been over a year. It's like a year and a couple months. I can't remember the exact date of how long it's actually been, but it's been absurdly long. I think he's the character who has had the longest wait for a rerun, right? Because technically Zele already it might be Zele. I can't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember the top of my head of when a character's like longest rerun is, right? I just know it was Dr. Ratio and Zele for the longest time. But hey, Dr. Ratio is back now. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna summon for him. Uh, I feel like there's gonna be not that many people. He might be a really bad selling banner just because one, he's free. He was free, right? Another one is he's old as heck, so Powercreep, all that stuff. It is rough to use him, but I know there are some Ratio super fans who either want him or want dupes in him. So I am looking forward to see how his banner sells, right? I feel like obviously most people are just gonna go for an Oxa, but it is funny they put like the two smart like professor characters together. I think it's funny. But other than that, that'll pretty much be it for the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe for more Star Wars content. Like I said as well, let me know if you're summoning at all, if you're skipping, if you already have ratio and you're skipping, if you don't have ratio and you're skipping, all that good stuff. And of course, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.